3, 2, 1, live. Hello everyone, welcome to Ask the GAPS Chef. Monica Corrado here. It is Tuesday, the 5th of November, and I'm happy to be with all of you. Missed you last week. Didn't have a voice last week. Sucking on lozenge. All right, so here we go. Monica Corrado here, the GAPS Chef. Please visit me at my website, simplybeingwell.com. There are lots of great things there. There are blogs, there are charts, there are books, there are courses, there's a way to book a consultation with me, etc., etc., etc. My desire in doing these Facebook Lives is to answer your questions. As the GAPS Chef, I am not a medical doctor. Hold on, I'm getting a text. I am not a medical doctor. So nothing I say has been approved by the FDA, I suppose. All right. My desire is to be available to you and answer your questions about GAPS. I am on Dr. Natasha's teaching team, and I teach certified GAPS practitioners and coaches how to cook for the GAPS diet. So anyway, I'm happy to be with all of you today. So welcome, welcome. Hey, Cindy, Mariah, good to have you with us. And anyone else who sees this comes on in a little bit or checks this out later on my YouTube channel, Ask the GAPS Chef. So today I thought it would be fun to talk about, it's not only fun, important, of course, to talk about the 2 tracks. This is something that I have found very useful when thinking about the GAPS diet and when helping people to understand what GAPS is, how it works, etc. So a little analogy for you. 2 tracks. 2 tracks. A 1, a 2. Track number 1, GAPS diet is nutrition. It's a nutritional protocol. There are foods that we put in. There are foods that we take out. Right? Some of the foods that we put in are meat stock, probiotic foods, fats, organ meats, incredible things like that. Some of the foods we take out, as you know, are CRAP, meaning, right, all the processed garbage, GMOs, everything else. But track 1 is the food. And interestingly enough, most people get pretty stuck on the food, which is important, of course. GAPS is a healing diet, is a nutritional protocol. It is all about, again, the food. What's the quality of food that you are eating? I'm going to keep this up like this. What's the quality of food that you're eating? Are you preparing it in the GAPS style so that all your dairy is lactose free, so that all of your ferments, are live and wonderful, so that all your meat stock is gelling, etc., etc., etc. Yeah? But the piece that people forget is the 2nd track. Maybe they forget it. Maybe they're just not aware of how important it is to do the 2nd track, which is detoxification. I bet some of you figured that out already. So it's a dual track or 2 track. I don't want to call it a strategy, but there are 2 tracks that you have to be on, just like a train, okay? No, there's some trains still out there, trains across the country, trains around the world. Trains, trains, trains. You're all familiar with trains. Let's get on the GAPS train and go to healing, yeah? So when you get on a train, you're going somewhere. Hopefully with GAPS, where we're going is well-being, nourishment, health, etc. Yeah? That's the destination. But the train has to be on 2 tracks, or the train will fall off the track and you will crash and burn. Or at least you won't get where you're going, right? You will never make the destination. So what do you need? You need the train going full steam ahead, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. It needs to be on 2 tracks, the food and the detox. So just want to be really clear. Dr. Natasha in both books, the yellow book and the blue book, yeah? and certainly in my book also, Dr. Natasha talks about the importance of detoxification for GAPS people. So right here, Blue Book. Blue Book. Gotta sing. All right. Blue Book. What do we got? Page 346. Detoxification for people with gut and physiology syndrome. Right? There's a whole chapter. Looks like about 26 pages. Pretty big. Talks all about detoxification. So, if Dr. Natasha has found it important enough to write an entire chapter with its own heading as part of this book, then I think we need to pay attention. Yeah? So let's take a minute. La 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 la, I'm going to sing to you. All right, so there we go. All chronic and degenerative diseases are caused by oh, this is so good. Who knew? By two and only two major problems: toxicity and deficiency. Charlotte Gerson. I'm assuming she's of the Gersing protocol, but I'm not sure. In any case, so all chronic and degenerative diseases are caused by two and only two major problems: toxicity and deficiency. So if that's true, then toxicity needs a detox protocol or detox track, and deficiency needs a nutrition track. You need these both things to get where you need to go. Really important, folks. I know. We spend so much time, and it's important to talk about meat stock, how much water to bones, what kind of bones, culturing dairy, raw milk, pasteurized milk, kefir, yogurt, how long, why, how do we know it's done, what about fermentation, all sorts of things. And then we forget that you don't have to do anything, I suppose, but in the GAPS protocol, support the body with a detoxification program, meaning a consistent detoxification program for your body. Support the body as you're going through die-off, as you're going through healing and sealing, as you're going through increasing, not only increasing, but diversifying the flora, right? The beneficial microbes in the gut and everywhere else. So we need to detoxify and we need to nourish. Again, so here we go. In that chapter, we survive thanks to a very important system in our bodies, the detoxification system. So you can take a look at all of this. What's the first thing we do? We reduce the toxic load. Golly, this is so important. I mean, how many does she have? 1. Reducing toxic load. 2, daily baths at bedtime. You know, I have that 5 detox bath video I did. Number 3, swimming, not in chlorine. Swimming in natural lakes and waters and the ocean and rivers, beautiful, clean natural water. Swimming and barefoot walking on the earth. That is not walking on Roundup laden lawns, right? So, barefoot walking on clean, beautiful places. On the beach. Etc., etc. What's number 4? Sunbathing. How many people are sunbathing? Number 5, juicing. How many people are juicing? Remembering that juicing is a a very strong detoxification method, and it only shows up on stage 4 of the intro diet. If you're on full GAPS, you certainly could be juicing now. Right? All right. And then what have we got? Then there's toxic metals. Oy, oy, oy. Don't even get me started on that. What else have we got? Just looking. And then there's case studies. So, the one thing I want to start with is reducing your toxic load, folks. So, some of you notice that I'm clearing my throat, etc. I have been poisoned by toxins out in the world. So, I did some traveling over the last week. Many of you know that I flew on a plane and I went to a conference. And let's just say that there are a lot of toxins, chemicals being sprayed in the airplanes, on the airplanes, in the airports, in the bathrooms at hotels and conference centers, in lots and lots and lots of places. Yeah? And so I'm currently detoxifying. So reducing our toxic load is so important. How can you do that? By putting only things that you would eat on your skin and on your body. Yeah. By washing your dishes and your clothes and your pots and pans with clean things. Usually things like apple cider vinegar, baking soda. Those are wonderful things to wash dishes with. If you want to find non-toxic commercial cleaners, etc. Again, there's so much you can do with vinegar, water, baking soda, lemon juice, or lemon essential oil, etc. Do look at the Environmental Working Group EWG Healthy Living app. You'll be surprised to see how many things that we think are clean and green are actually toxic. Major brands that we've known for many, many years have been shifting their ingredients. So reduce your toxic load, folks. Throw away the dryer sheets. Please God, I hope none of you are using them. No dryer sheets, no perfumes, no perfumed products in the house, no perfumes going in the dishwasher, in the dishes, in the laundry. Really amazing. Anyway, take a look at that chapter. I really just wanted to take some time today to talk about the two-track strategy. I call it a two-track strategy, dual track strategy, two tracks. You need both of them to work. You need to be doing, I don't know why this is showing up straight. You need to be doing both of them in order to get to the prize, which is feeling better, better health, etc. Food, detox, both two tracks. All right. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's say hello to everybody here. Renata, hello. Hello, Dawn, my friend. Dawn says, yes, Charlotte Gerson of the Gerson Cancer Protocol makes sense that we are deficient and toxic and then disease. Yes. We're deficient in nutrition. Just because you're eating doesn't mean it's worth anything. I know I'm bratty that way, right? Number one, how's your stomach acid, folks? Go and check in the featured post. The stomach acid tests are there. How's your stomach acid? Is it high enough to keep you well? Or not? Yeah? Can you actually digest your food? Do you need enzymes? Remember, stomach acid booster and enzymes are absolutely fine and recommended for people on the GAPS diet by DNCM herself. Yeah? So, yeah, just because we're eating doesn't mean you're getting the nutrition. You can do everything you can to source good food, prepare it correctly, eat when you're calm, 3 deep breaths prior to a meal. Yeah? GAPS mealtime. I don't want to call strategy. GAPS mealtime ritual. Sorry. Right? All those things. And then, do you have the stomach acid to break it down? And then, do you have enough stomach acid that it actually switches the flips the switch for your enzymes, digestive enzymes to enter? Lots of things going on here. All right. Charlotte and her dad made coffee enemas more popular again. I think she was the juicing queen. Yes. She's the juicing queen. Her dad is the coffee enema king. Okay. Hello, Nell or Nellie. All right, let's see. Cindy wants to know, how often do you recommend doing the stomach acid test? Hello, Elena. At least once, right? Like, I would find out how your stomach acid is doing, right? Do you have low stomach acid? Right? What's going on? So how often? Thinking. Once a month? Once every 3 months? Once every 6 months? Pick something and check it. Just check it. Right? Remember that the GAPS diet should help you increase your stomach acid, right? What are those things? Sauerkraut before a meal, cabbage tonic before a meal, right? Raw cabbage salad. If you're on full GAPS, then you can tolerate raw vegetables, right? Sometimes people use bitters just to help the digestion, yeah? Should get better, but it's really important to check because, again, think of everything you're doing. You're spending all this money, you're spending money and time to source good food, clean food, and then you're spending time in the kitchen. And then, you're eating your food. Are you actually getting what's in the food? If your stomach acid is low, the answer is, meaning stomach acid production. We know that acid is a low pH. But if your stomach acid production is low, the answer is no. Yeah? All right. We've both done it, and we found we need digestive enzymes. Remember, digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid are two different things, and they do two different things. So let's just be clear about that. Digestive enzymes are not stomach acid. Yeah? Hydrochloric acid is not the same as digestive enzymes like lipase, protease, amylase, anything that ends in an ASE. Yeah? All right. So it's just important to know whether you're talking about enzymes, which ended in ASE, or hydrochloric acid, which is different in your stomach. Yeah? Even where they show up are different. All right, let's see. Cindy says, I just came across your post with the dishwashing and laundry recipes using baking soda and other stuff. Hooray! Do it. Use it. I love it. I'm so glad. Hello, Agneta. All right, let's see. Let's see. La, 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 la. All right, we'll go back up here. Okay, we've got Nell or Nellie. I'm sorry, I don't know which way to pronounce it, but I will pronounce it the best I can. Hi, I can't listen yet. I'm lying next to my children while they are falling asleep. I love the subtitles. Who knew I had subtitles? Can I ask my question here? We are on stage 2 and are all constipated. Right, so get off stage 2 and go back to full GAPS. Maybe not. But remember, so everybody's clear, yeah? People that are prone to constipation should get on full GAPS and stay on it while you learn how to make meat stock, learn how to make sauerkraut, learn how to culture cream. Start introducing these into your diet, yeah? Do not start on intro if you are prone to constipation. All right. I've read the chapter on constipation. Watch your video. I'm increasing probiotic juice from fermented vegetables and cultured cream, and we did enemas twice, which is helping. Also bought castor oil today. Any ideas on what we can do? Are we forgetting something? I love this. I just talked about this morning with some new clients. So, number 1, constipation. Number 1, how much water are you drinking? Please make sure to watch the video I have on water and why it's important to filter your water. Do not drink chemical, chlorinated, horrible water if you're trying to be on the GAPS diet. You've now killed everything that you're trying to build up, right? Hi, I'm drinking. Anyway, from the tap. So, watch something on water. My video on water would be very helpful to you. Yes, so make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure that that water is either structured water or spring water. Yeah, if you are filtering your water, make sure to structure it. I think I talked about that somewhere. Um, that's the first thing. Constipation. Number 2, what's it all about, Alfie? Constipation is either you must change your microbes, your microbial flora, and or it's usually both, your liver is congested. So, remember that enemas, if you're not having a bowel movement every day, then you do an enema the next day. Yeah. So Dr. Natasha has 10 things you can do in terms of constipation that are all listed in the blue book. Yeah, what types of things can you do if you are constipated? I would go ahead and check that out for sure. You're all on stage 2 and are constipated. You may need to go off of stage 2 back to full GAPS and have more fiber for a while, and then go back onto intro later after another month or 2. That's always an option, folks. You're not failing if you have to jump off of intro and go to full GAPS. If you need to jump off of intro, listen to the body and go back to full GAPS. With the caveat, I would say, of keeping nuts and seeds and fruit out while you're on full GAPS. Those of you that have heard me before know that I'm going to say that. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we have Agnete, or Agnet, I don't know. Hi, Monica. I got type 1 diabetes 2 years ago when I was 28 years old. I'm thinking about going into the world of GAPS. That's funny that you're on my channel, but you haven't gone into the world of GAPS yet. Okay. Do you have experience with type 1 diabetes, and do you have any thoughts on how to heal it? GAPS, 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 GAPS. Did I say GAPS? GAPS. Yes, absolutely. So one of the things that certified GAPS practitioners and Dr. Natasha have found is that there really isn't anything that GAPS can't help. So you can absolutely, we just talked about type 1 diabetes at the conference with Dr. Natasha last week this time. It's not really true. It was about 10 days ago. Yeah? All right. Let me take a look and see if she actually has it in her. Let's go together. Un momento, por favore. I'm looking in the blue book. I'm looking at A to Z conditions. Yeah, here we go. A to Z GAPS conditions in alphabetical order. So does she have diabetes in here or does she not? Yes. Diabetes type 1, page 418. Yep, diabetes type 1. Type 1 diabetes is considered to be an autoimmune disorder where the body attacks, which I don't actually believe in, and destroys insulin-producing cells. We know that GAPS can help type 1 diabetes. I do have a couple of clients myself with folks with that right now. Only when the gut wall has sealed itself and food starts digesting properly before absorbing can the immune system downregulate the autoimmune activity in the pancreas. Right? It's only then that the pancreas can regenerate and start producing its own insulin. Some patients find that removing all dairy products for a while helps to recover from type 1 diabetes. This is not the case for everyone. But yes, type 1 diabetes is definitely a GAPS condition. Lots of people can be helped, and certainly type 2 for sure. All right. La 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 la, Nell says. So when we are on full GAPS for a while, it is like preparing our body to cope better with stage 2 food. When you are on full GAPS for a while, it is like preparing your body. It's many, many things. I have to say there are not too many people, very small percentage of people that I suggest start on intro at this point. Get the word out, folks. Go on to full GAPS. Take out the sugars, meaning the fruits and the nuts and the seeds. and anything made with them. Learn how to do GAPS, meaning learn how to do your cooking, learn how to make meat stock, have it 2 or 3 or 4 times a week, right? Make your meat stock stews and your meat stock casseroles and your meat stock soups and your meat stock blended soups. Make all those things. Start eating all those ferments. Start making and eating all your cultured dairy. And then your body will be ready, may be ready, to get onto intro in a while, 2, 3, 4 months. You're not losing, folks, by doing full. It's just that you may need some time to learn how to actually do what you need to do on GAPS. Set yourself up for success. All right. And you may resolve and clear any kind of microbial imbalance, dysbiosis, liver congestion by doing all your detoxes. Yeah, nightly detox baths, etc. Castor oil on your liver. Yeah, you may resolve the issue that is causing the constipation and then jump on intro, and it would be a lot easier to be in. Yeah. Cindy says, type 2 here. While on GAPS intro, my numbers have improved considerably. Great job, Cindy. I'm thrilled to hear that. Excellent. Really, really good. All right. Let's see. Elena says, I'm trying to see if Elena was up there. Okay, go on down. Okay. Hi, Monica. My little daughter has eczema. Yep. So many children have eczema at this point. I mean, everybody's got eczema. What do you do? Kefir, 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 K-E-F-I-R. Please look at the featured posts area on this page. I have an article there about kefir and eczema. I would read it. I also have a lot of, I just did another article on my blog, simplybeingwell.com, of all the things you can do for eczema. So check that out. We have started GAPS. Her liver is so overwhelmed with toxins. How do I support detoxing the liver? Slowly. One of the things that everyone may want to take a look at is one of the Facebook Lives that I did that's hanging out on YouTube called Managing Die Off. Managing Die Off. Remember, one of the reasons why there is a detox track that everyone's supposed to be doing as you eat kefir or up your meat stock or increase egg yolks or whatever you're doing is to help you manage the die-off. Yeah, listen to the body. Manage the die-off. There are a lot of ways to support the liver. I would look first in the blue book on the chapter under the liver and the lungs. I would look there. And then I would also look at some of the other videos that I've done on the liver. I must have 2 or 3 or 4 on YouTube. Ask the GAPS Chef. Look at the liver, look at detoxing the liver, etc. Really, with a little tiny, you want to, with your daughter, yeah, just start doing some of the detox measures that are mentioned in both the yellow and blue book. We have to remember, so let's back up a minute and talk about the liver. So we know that the liver does a multitude of things. I couldn't say millions, but a lot of things for the body, right? We don't even know half the stuff the liver does. We do know that the liver is one of the major detox organs in the body next to the skin. Yeah? And the kidney, bladder, right? The whole urinary system. So respiratory system is a detox system. The skin is a detox organ, right? The urinary system is a detox system. Yeah? And the liver is part of a detox system. So Of course, we're detoxing. We've got so many ways to detox. So when we do any of the detox methods that Dr. Natasha and GAPS suggests, you are supporting the liver, because the more toxins we can get out of the body, the less toxins the liver has to deal with, right? So for everyone, again, if you are constipated, going back to our other friend recently, previously, you want to absolutely do enemas to get the toxins out of the bowel. If you don't get the toxins out of the bowel, they're going back through the body into the bloodstream, yeah, and then you get to be toxic again. It's terrible. So use those methods to help take down the amount of toxins that are in the body. Just start somewhere. Start with one thing. Maybe it's you're going to start with one particular bath that you've never done before. Maybe it'll be the baking soda bath. Maybe it'll be the Epsom salt bath. Maybe it'll be a seaweed bath. Maybe it'll be an apple cider vinegar bath, right? We have 5 detox baths. You can do all sorts of things to help your liver, help the liver. One is stop the flow of toxins, heal and seal the gut. Meat stock, right? 2 is stop the flow of toxins. Stop putting toxic food, which I'm sure you're not doing, into the body. Things that are made with chemicals, things that are genetically modified, things that are sprayed with glyphosate, things that are processed, that have, right? Processed foods, right? All those things are bringing toxins into the body. So do what you can to stop the river of toxicity, and then do some detoxification measures on a regular basis. There we go again. There we go. Get the food right, get a detox protocol going. You really, 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 really want to do that. And do it consistently. Consistently. How do you support the liver? Eat liver. How do you support the liver? Eat beets. How do you support the liver? Have beet kvass. Right? All those good things. Really important. All right. I hope that's helpful, Elena. Nellie says, thanks. Super glad I'm here. Thank you so much for doing this. You are very welcome. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be available and answer your questions, because I know everybody's trying their best out there, and it's a big book and it's a big protocol, and it can be incredibly confusing. So hopefully I can be helpful. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, folks, about anything GAPS related? GAPS diet related. Yeah? Thinking, what can I share with you from the conference? How about glyphosate? Really important information coming out here. 2 things. One is, if your meat stock isn't gelling and you've got all the right ingredients, like you have the ingredients in there that are going to help it gel, the joints, the connective tissue, yeah, the skin, all that good stuff, and the water ratio is correct, and all is good stuff, yeah, then if you're still not gelling and the temperature is correct, yeah, I have 8 different reasons why your stock won't gel in my book, but the last one from the conference is, if the chicken was eating feed that had glyphosate in it, yeah, it will affect the collagen in that bird or whatever you're eating, and your stock could not gel. Thanks. Oh no, Dawn, I missed you. Let's go find you. Sorry. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Dawn. Any other suggestions for me? I think years of acid backsplash with my digestion has created thinning teeth. I'm so sorry. Although that digestive part is mostly corrected, I have to deal correcting the teeth. Dr. Natasha says sour cream. I'm doing cell salts and another homeopathic. Just wondering if anything else. Thank you. Ah, the teeth. You know, it's so funny. I was in another meeting today, and we also had to, we were also talking about teeth, believe it or not. I have to check something. Hold on. I hope the sound is still okay. Let me know if the sound is not okay, folks. All right. So, teeth. Emu oil. EMU oil. Coming up strong. EMU oil. I did something on my GAPS chat about 2 weeks ago about the difference about whether or not emu oil, EMU from Australia, for the most part, is worth it because it's pretty expensive. And it turns out the answer is yes. So emu oil, of course, calcium. What kind of calcium are you taking in, Dawn? I don't know how much calcium you have right now. Um, emu oil and calcium, that would be grand. And the other thing, of course, I'm sure you've probably done this, Dawn. I'm thinking maybe you've done this. Have you looked at Rami Nagel's book, Cure Tooth Decay Naturally? Cure Tooth Decay Naturally. That has all the ingredients for curing tooth decay. I know you're talking about thinning, but I want to think about calcium and then F, right? Like we need, in order to drive the calcium into the bones, we need to have vitamin F or Cataplex F or emu oil would do the trick. Yeah, that's the X factor, I suppose. All right. But I would look at those things, and perhaps we should talk again about dental health. Hello, Lise. How are you? Great to have you with me. Fabuloso. All right. Is zeolite allowed in stage 2? Is zeolite allowed in stage 2? So, oh, Cindy, thank you. Ha ha, I'm a rock star. All right. Is zeolite allowed in stage 2? So, zeolite is not technically a supplement in my book because to me, zeolite is more of a detox support. And so, Dr. Natasha is pretty clear about no supplements until stage 3. She also has you brushing your teeth with zeolite, so perhaps you could go ahead and do zeolite at stage 2. Make sure whatever zeolite you're doing, it's clean, and I have my favorite on my website from Touchstone Essentials. Tom Cowan has one in a blend called Detoxify, along with activated charcoal and other things. So I would say yes. All right. Ha! Total rock star. Thank you. Takes one to know one, everybody. All right. Okay, let's see. Helga. Hello, Helga. Nice to have you with us. Any other than beta plus to tolerate fat better? I don't know what beta plus is, so that I'm on no plant GAPS, no plant diet, 5 months, not upping fat, daily enema, 3 to 4 times iodine, 2 to 3, can't, betaine, HDL, can't tolerate at all. Yes, I would go ahead. Dr. Natasha talks about how to tolerate fats better. That is with bile salts, obviously, so let me back up. When you're doing the GAPS diet, it is built to have you start tolerating more fats, right? Or tolerate fats more easily as you slowly, gradually increase the amount of fats that you're eating. And one of the things that you can use, which is totally a GAPS compliant supplement, is ox bile. Ox bile. So please do go back to either the yellow book, the blue book, or my book and check out the section on fats and the section on supplements, because it will tell you that you can use ox bile to support the body until you are able to make your own bile and until you can get the bile flowing better. So that gives me this thought. In order to get the bile flowing better, right? You don't want the bile to be like molasses on a cold day, right? You don't like mud that's cold, stuck. That's a good look, isn't it? Anyway, you want it to flow. And how do we get bile to flow? Beets, beet greens, beta food. Beets, beet greens, beta food. You're on no plant, so that doesn't help you. So no beets, no beet greens. I would, that's so funny. I said beta food. I was trying to say beet kvass. Freudian slip. Okay, beets, beet greens, beet kvass. If you're on no plant, ox bile is your answer. Definitely work with ox bile. All right. If anyone's interested, Monica Holland, Monika, Monica Holland has a fabulous no plant gaps course. It's sitting on my website, simplybeingwell.com. I'm thinking of gaps.me, but it's not there. gapstraining.com also. All right, let's see. A couple more things and then we go. Oh, it's a supplement Beta Plus in the UK. I don't know it. Take just ox bile. Oh, Beta Plus is ox bile. Then it sounds like you need more. You can take ox bile until your bowels get so loose that you back up. Right? Hey, Cassie, what's up? Good to have you with us. All right. All right, folks. No more question. I'm going to take what we've got here and then we got to go. Okay. Isabel. Hello, Isabel. Is bought organic licorice pastilles okay on the GAPS diet? It is made solely from pure licorice root. The process involves boiling down the licorice root to concentrate. Yes, it should be fine, especially if there's no sugar in it. Sounds fine. Yes, yes, yes. Cell salts make zeolite more effective. Love that. You're going to have to tell me more, Lise. I think we have another conversation to have soon. Okay. Dawn says, I don't do calcium supplements, just the foods and that's the foods with calcium and cell salts. Perfect answer, thanks. Working on missing microbes to go with the thinning teeth. Haven't done cholesterol. Yes. Yeah, check it out, Dawn, and then let's talk more if we need to. I think this teeth thing is a really good question. Agneta says, thank you for your answer. You're welcome. I can eat a lot of Celtic salt and coconut oil these days. Should I just trust the body? Yes! Always. That's the answer. Trust the body, trust the body, trust the body. Yes, good answer. Nellie says, just to be clear, you would suggest full GAPS without nuts, fruits, or seeds? Yes. I feel sorry for my children. Never feel sorry for your children for doing things that are going to help them be well. Okay? They can't have their piece of fruit at school during the fruit moment. Again, up to you. If they need to have fruit during the fruit moment, make sure it's organic. Make sure it's a low sugar fruit, maybe an apple or a pear or a handful of berries. Yeah, and then cut it out for everything else. We're just trying to starve those pathogens so we can get better faster. Hello, Laura. Good to have you. All right, Miriam. Hey, Miriam. If I were able to tolerate BioCult, can we do 1 capsule every day? Yes, you could do 7 capsules every day, but go slowly. Absolutely. Go slowly. All right, let's get to Cassie. Cassie's got a last question of the day. I have been experiencing diarrhea for a few months now. I have no idea what is causing it. I did stop breastfeeding and had amalgam safely removed a month ago. Good job. Not sure if those are a factor. Stopped magnesium baths, sauna, drinking magnesium, drinking 5 cups of stock a day, ferments cabbage tonic daily. Diarrhea, I'm just going to say a couple things. 1, yogurt. Did I say yogurt? Yogurt. Whey from yogurt. Yogurt, whey from yogurt. Whey is really Dr. Natasha's #1 remedy for diarrhea. So you're supposed to sip on it all day, drink it all day long. Whey from yogurt. Not whey from kefir, not whey from raw milk that you separate. Whey from yogurt. And yogurt. Those are the things that you need to do for diarrhea to clear up, folks. Yogurt and whey every day. I'm rhyming all day today, aren't I? Yogurt and whey every day. Yogurt and whey every day. If you got diarrhea, yogurt and whey. Yeah. That's what I would be doing. Yogurt and whey. Start there. get up to a quart of yogurt a day, and then you can go back down, but those are your tools. The other thing about diarrhea is no vegetables for a while, maybe a week. See if increasing yogurt and whey and taking out veggies is helpful. 3 new comments. Hello! You're welcome, Cassie. How long does it take for the body to start producing stomach acid normally? Who knows? A month, a year, a week, 6 months? Ever? I don't know. I think it depends on a lot of things. Remember, hydrochloric acid production in the stomach is dependent on a lot of things. One is, how's your stress level? Stress is high, stomach acid production is low. Right? Lots of things. So I don't actually know. I think it's totally individual, and it depends on what you're doing to help your stomach acid. But, things like eating sauerkraut before every meal or taking bitters with your meals are things that can only help you. Yay. It can only help. All right, we're going to close. We went a little bit over, but no problema. Wonderful to be with all of you today. So glad I'm feeling well enough to talk with you. We will see you next week. Same GAPS time, 12:30 Mountain. Same GAPS station right here on Facebook Live. And remember, 2 tracks: nutrition and detox. And if you have any questions about detox, go ahead and look in the books, and you can bring your questions next week for sure. All right. Hi, Niska. Good to have you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Blessings to everyone. Take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. And we'll see you next week. Bye now.